It's the big red man's turn. Everybody knows MX. He's a very iconic monster in the Pillar Chase franchise, a very scary one at that. I think he's always been a very powerhouse. He's always been a brute, something to be afraid of, something to fear. But it doesn't mean he's overpowered. No. He's just really strong. Like, really strong. I'm gonna talk about his before balance change and then after balance change. He's had been tweaked to make him stronger every now and then. I don't know what the hell Blade was thinking, giving him a buff. What was the point of that, man? But before, right? Let's talk about the before. He did a nice damage, you know, a nice 70. You know, he didn't put you in a bone break. Like he didn't during the balance change, but now you know he does 85, or at least I think. I haven't hopped on Pillar Chase in a while, right? This is pre-recorded, so like this is pre-recorded footage, so I could be on Pillar Chase right now. Maybe he did change it, but during the time that he Balaam update dropped, he did 85, which 85 is his prime damage. This is when he was on release. People were afraid of this man on release. On release, he was a menace, a threat, a being to fear. Even with the nerfs to his stamina, even giving him long end lag, does not matter. This man can put you in an instant bone break. He has sprint speed that makes him slightly faster than the survivor. Like, does not matter how many nerfs you give this man. If you can bone break in an instant and catch up with the survivor, he's strong. He's very strong. Very strong. The one thing I will say about MXO is that he has a very long end lag when he M1s because he stomps you with his foot. So when he does attack, he has to sit there and just, you know, wait until his end lag goes away. So while you can attempt to juke him, it's very risky because of his hitbox being very far to the front. It's really weird sometimes. It can be really weird and really awkward to try and juke because of how his hitbox is put. But when you do juke it, it can be very rewarding because he has a lot of end lag. So he has to sit there for a hot minute. And then you can, you know, skedaddle, run away, get some stamina back, and, you know, go on about your merry day. Just don't let him catch up to you. His moves are very spooky and scary. His first move, being Charging Demise, will allow him to basically charge at you. Quite literally, he will charge in the current direction that he is facing, and will basically anything that comes into impact will be pushed in the direction that he's facing, and will also take ticks of damage depending on how many times they, or well, basically if they're in his hitbox while he's charging. If you're still in it when he's you know, charging, you're gonna get hit a lot, and I mean a lot. It's something to be feared. It's not usually the best move for a chase, really. I only ever really use Charging Demise for traversal, or when I see that the opponent or the survivor that I got is really low on HP and I can use Charging Demise to finish, because Charging Demise is a very good move to get experience. It's a very good move to get experience. It does a lot of ticks of damage, and you usually get more experience from you know, doing your moves, from hitting people. So it's a really good move for experience grinding. If anything, I would say that MX is the easiest character to get leveled up. Either that or Inkfell, because, you know, Inkfell has his multi-wall potential and stuff because of his portals. But I would still argue that MX is the easier one to level up. It could be wrong, right? I'll see when I get to Inkfell, and then we'll talk about that. But his next move, which is Pow Hop, this is the one move that you're gonna see MXs use all the time. This is a very good move for you know, using or like in chase, because if you run out of stamina, you can just hit that Pow Hop, get a bit of stamina back when you land, and then you can pursue again. And this is also a good move for people who don't know how to play the game, because essentially the way you survive this is you'll see a little jump now thing. It's a little pow sign, and if you don't jump in the time that he's about to land, you will get shackled, and you'll sit there for like 2 seconds, and he can hit you freely. It's a really easy quick time event, and the fact that some people struggle with it is kind of funny. I never understand it, but yeah, his moves are really good. He's very strong. Even without his moves, he's still very, very strong. Not to mention his passive, where when he kills somebody, he gets his cooldowns off, and he can see where everyone else is on the map. I know he was a dev mob, like he was a dev monster. This was a developer only thing, but like Jesus Christ, he's strong. MX has always been strong. Does not matter who comes along. He's always going to be one of the strongest monsters out there. He's a menace. Oh boy, his skins. Probably some of the best skins in all of Pillar Chase. He has the most flashiest, cleanest skins ever, and most of his, all of his legendaries except one, all of his legendaries are limited. And rightfully so. These skins are good, dude. They're good looking. I really like them. They have really clean designs. He has really nice ancients too, except virtual. Yeah. Ever since that chase theme got removed, because of you know what, I can't look at virtual the same anymore. It's just why. I understand why they had to do it, but like, God, removing that chase team and giving him this one? What the heck am I listening to? Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good chase team. It's a great chase team. It's not for virtual though. Do you understand what I mean by that? Good chase team, but it's not for the character. It's not for the character. This would go better on like Beat a Mimic or something. No. This would go better on... who would this go better on? I don't know. That's a good question. But it's not for virtual. Why would you give him this? What was Blade thinking? What was the thought process, man? Come on now. This is not a chase team for virtual. And it's never going to grow on me, because I never play virtual, and nobody ever plays virtual anymore because of the chase team being removed. Like, dude. This was a banger. You're like, oh my god. But other than that, I think his skins are great. All of his skins are really nice, very clean. They're all super pretty. I love his gold. His gold is flashy. His diamond is great. I love the reference to the the original style for MX, the good old fat nose and stuff. It's pretty, very pretty. I love it a lot. But yeah, I always will consider MX a brutal powerhouse. He's a menace, something to be afraid of, and I'll say this now. His before balance change, giving him 85 damage before when he still had 70, is an A tier, because not being able to bone break in an instant hit is... There's a massive difference. A massive difference in like strength. If you can bone break a survivor in one hit, you have basically gone up so high in the ranking. It's something scary. That's why Vapor was, something scary, something to be afraid of, but he's still a low rank because he just doesn't have the stamina to supplement it. But now the balance change that gave him 85 damage again with his prime, I would give that a S tier, because oh my god, it's something to be afraid of. I know this was a dev monster. It makes sense that he's overpowered, or no, it makes sense that he's really strong, but like, Jesus Christ, Blade, the nerf was a needed thing. The nerf to that damage was a needed thing. But yeah, that's all for the video, and I'll see y'all next one. See ya.